In this world, we have been left behind by the gods of Olympus. After defeating the great titans, Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, and the other gods have returned to their acropolis above, but not before making their mark. Now their children seek to prove themselves and survive against the dangerous world of mythical beasts, monsters, and worse. Welcome to Origins of Olympus.
Recently, I've been training a lot in different weapons and kind of figuring out exactly what weapons I prefer. You know, we've tried the frying pan, which has the supercharged ability, and it's pretty decent. It does a good attack damage as well, 14.98. I've also been testing out this cleaver, which is very, very slow and not really the best weapon in my opinion, but it does 23.49 attack damage. There's the lucky sword, which when hit against enemies that aren't these training dummies, it does all sorts of crazy magical spells and just all sorts of wacky zany stuff. And then of course there's Mercury, my pride and joy, which does 12 attack damage, but it's pretty quick. And then also of course we have my magical spells where I can summon iron golems, skeleton legions, arrow rain, black holes, and I can do an agility spell. And of course we've been practicing the bow and arrow as well every now and again, but our aim is still not 100% there. But today, I want to try making yet another weapon to test the waters and see what I like better. Maybe I'll like one of these weapons better. So we're going to be making this type of a sword right here. Alright, it's a special weapon that relies on quick strikes to defeat foes. But what makes it really valuable is it ignores armor. So like, despite your armor, they'll pretty much ignore it for the most part. It is pretty valuable, at least to my knowledge of this weapon. I don't know if this changed, but at least back in the day when we used to train with these at camp, they never had any issues. So we shall see and hope it works out that way. Now let's get all the parts we need. All right, we need a sword blade. We have that. What else do we need? We need a tool rod and a cross guard. Let's get a cross guard. That's what we need. Where is a cross guard? This is a cross guard. Okay. And let's just get this thing crafted. We're going to make the best one that we possibly can, pretty much. And we're going to have to get some upgrades on it and see if it's a weapon that we think is worth our using. So let's get some manulin as far as that goes. Because honestly, a manulin blade is going to be something critical here. But I'm thinking we might do what we did on these, which is make the entire thing out of manulin, just because it is a quite powerful metal, and I think it's worthwhile using at this point. Plus, it's also purple, so it matches my aesthetic, which, you know, is always a bit of a plus as well. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and there we go. Now we have the 3 pieces we need for this special sword right here. Let's see how much damage it does already. It already does 5.8, which isn't a ton, but could be worse. Okay, so as you can see, it makes us run like just a little bit faster, first of all, which is definitely a plus already in and of itself. But just watch the speed at which you attack with this is really quick, as you can tell. And that's what we're going to be like working with this. This is like a speedy weapon. When we want to be fast against our opponent, or an opponent maybe is a little slower than, you know, the average opponent, we could always go ahead and use this on them. You know, it lets us kind of maneuver our way around them. You know, we can do some sort of like, you know, like running around in circles play on them, and they'll have no idea what hit them. 6.9, 7.8, and 8.9 attack damage right there. Now I'm not sure about this either, but I know that there used to be some ways to get some new modifiers. So we're gonna see if this works. I don't know if it will, and I don't know if either of these work, but I know that there's the potential these might work, but I'm not sure. So let's just check and see if we can get possible more modifiers. There's a chance another star will give us one. Well, it gave us soulbound. which we're going to put on there. But not exactly the same thing. And that did not work. That did not work. And it's not going to be that. So that did not work. But we got Soulbound on here. And what I actually want to do is I was thinking about possibly putting the Soulbound onto all of my weapons from Tinkers, if we can afford it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because basically that will be very, very valuable in the long run. To have everything bound to my soul is going to be good. So definitely a thing I want to do. Pretty good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and just soul bind all of these weapons here. Like literally every single one is going to get soul bound, which basically means that it's bound to our soul forever and ever. So that is definitely a good thing. And now also they have like a cool little Nether Star sort of vibe on them, which we got those from opening up Lucky Blocks. So it's a good thing we did that. But we now have a bit of a new weapon here. Like it's a very fast weapon. So it's going to counter our cleaver, which is very, very slow. There's a chance we can master the art of using the cleaver and then just switching to the quick weapon, backing up, using the cleaver, and then going back to the quick weapon. I think that's a potential magical thing. Another thing we have is this bounce back move like this. See, we can just jump away if we needed to. So like we jump away, charge the cleaver, come in, you know, hit him 2 times. Oh, we're losing health. We just back up. Like that is kind of insane and quite powerful stuff, I think. But another thing that I want to work on quickly here is I feel like I need a helmet because I don't currently have a helmet. So let's pick one of these. We will just use this for now. There we go. Just a little bit of a helmet would be good, just so we have that there. I mean, it's not our Zanite stuff, but it must have broke at some point in time. I don't know if we have anything better in the armory here. I don't even know if we have an armor section in here. Do we? We have an enchanted armor section, but there's no armor in it. And what kind of armor is on here? Protection 4. I want that instead. That is way better, and I want the best possible gear, which is what that is. So that's quite nice, and it's definitely a better helmet than the one that we currently had, which was no helmet. So that's not good. And do we have an anvil in here? We do. And then I'm going to take some diamond helmet, and we're going to repair our helmet up if we can. We have 29 levels, so there's a good chance this will work. It only costs 2. All right, we're going to do that because we'd be a fool not to. Let's mine up the anvil and just get rid of that. But yes, all of our tools are now soulbound. We have a new weapon, which we can go ahead and train with and maybe use in combat at some point in time if we need to. That could certainly come in handy, but you know, that's only if we need to use the weapons, because we might not need to. So here's that. But let's go ahead and just practice quickly with the cleaver. So you're going to hit with the cleaver, swap to this, attack quickly. We're losing health, and we're just going to start jumping away like that, and then we're just going to run back in when we need to. Yeah, we could run back in with either the cleaver charged, or another thing we could try is like we'll be attacking, we'll run back, and we can go ahead and charge back up with the frying pan super hit. That's another thing we could do. So that's a good approach. I think that I like that just a little bit better than the cleaver, only because it's slightly faster. The cleaver takes quite a long time to be fully drawn as a weapon, and that could possibly hurt us in a battle, especially if there's any long range magic or spells put to the test. Like that could be pretty bad. But I think I'm becoming a pretty powerful demigod, and pretty soon I think I want to go up against one of the like most powerful enemies in the whole land of Olympus, but I don't know who I should fight. Like what kind of monster should I fight? I want to find a very powerful beast, and I want to take it out. So I gotta know where to look though, and like what I should be looking for. I really have no idea, but we need to figure that out. We need to figure out soon. So that'll be fun. Let's figure out who we should fight very soon. I'm gonna do a few more days of gearing up, and then I think it's time. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. It's possible. So that is what we may be working towards. Fighting a big boss. That could be nice. You know, big, huge mythical creature or something of those sorts, you know? That could be epic. But we'll see. We'll see what we end up using all of our new weapons for and such. But we are improving in the world of Origins of Olympus, and you love to see it. That's awesome. New weapon, new strategy, new helmet, new soulbound on all of our Tinker's Construct. Cool. Big successes today, which is awesome.